Welcome back, SethBling here. And today I want to show you a new route that I came up with for the Super Mario World's credits warp. Now, the world record for the credits warp is about 41 seconds, held by Furious, a Brazilian runner. And this route is nothing like that route. It's a lot slower. My time, you'll see in this video, was 3 minutes and 29 seconds. The thing about the 41-second route is that it only works on the Japanese cartridge of Super Mario World for Super Nintendo. There's other similar routes that are also pretty fast for the US cartridge, but on other cartridges like Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World, which is the one I'm playing on right now in this video, it does not work. You need to do a charge and chuck item swap, and that just crashes the game on Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World. It also crashes the game. Here's that charge and chuck that you would normally item swap with. It also crashes the game on any of the Nintendo first-party emulation, so Virtual Console on Switch or Wii U or Wii, the SNES Classic. It'll just crash the game. So this route uses sort of kind of more vanilla features of the hardware, the Super Nintendo hardware, or emulator, depending on which platform you're playing on. And so this works on any platform. That's why I'm calling it the Universal Credits Warp route. The only requirement is that you do have to have two controllers. You'll have to hold down Y and select on the second controller. Here's something I have not been doing. So a lot of this route is pretty similar to the arbitrary code execution stuff I've been doing the last month or so. Usually on the first pass, I don't do like that block dupe. I just grab Fire Flower and beat the level. In this case, I'm actually doing an extra power-up incrementation on the first pass through the level. I figured out this way to do it. And it saves about 10 seconds. So here you'll see me grab a Koopa and then take an intentional hit. I will shed one of my two Yoshis that I'm riding. And on the other Yoshi, I will now have a null sprite, which lets me do the brown platform spit. And now I've done power upgradation. So yeah, normally I would exit this level with Fire Flower, but instead I get to use power up state 4. And I need power up state 5, so I still have to do one more power up implementation, but see that in a moment. Anyway, so you need two controllers. Second controller needs to have Y and select clamped down somehow. And then the first controller needs to be able to press both L and select at the same time, which is like, for instance, if you're using just a single Joy-Con for your main controller, you can't actually do that because the way you press L is you use select plus the left shoulder. So you'll need a like fully featured controller for the first controller. So here we go, collecting my duplicate Yoshi. I ditch one Yoshi, land on the other, and do my null sprite spit for power up state 5. And then of course I do, as you've seen in my previous videos, a little bit of RAM manipulation here. I'm just clearing out a few Koopas so that just to make way for the one shell that I do need to bring with me. This is a specific sprite slot shell. And so I need to do a little bit of setup. I need to despawn that shell at a specific on-screen X coordinate and some other stuff like that. Here I need to do the shell spits. And so there's 5 spits for this route, but one of them is not pixel perfect. It actually has a 32 pixel range. So here's the first spit. The second one here, that one's not pixel perfect. Yeah, 32 pixels, anywhere in that 32 pixel range is fine. I got these spits really fast in this run. And then here's the final spit. Then I need to place Yoshi at a specific pixel perfect coordinate. And then I need to do some screen scrolling and then spawn a 1-up. Now when this 1-up touches me, it'll run the ace. I use this message block to sort of halt Mario's momentum so that Yoshi is at a specific on-screen X coordinate. But because of the way that scrolling works, it's possible to over-scroll by 1 pixel. And if I do, it will likely just crash the game rather than warping the credits. And it seems like it's kind of a 50-50 chance, and there's no real way to control whether or not that happens. So unfortunately, that's just a part of the route that at the end, there's kind of a 50-50. With some different spits, it could still work. But the spits that I came up with for this route are really fast. The spits, of course, controlling what are the 5 bytes of arbitrary code that get run. It's allowing you to have that one spit with a 32 pixel range is just it speeds things way up. You'll notice that I didn't have to like reload all the Koopas. Well, I did for the final Koopa, but I was already like in a good spot to reload all the Koopas. Anyway, it's just a very convenient set of spits. So yeah, this is the universal credits warp route. There's actually some other speed ups you could do. I'm kind of working on those, but to do an even faster first pass power up incrementation, first time through Yoshi 2003. If you're interested in like checking this route out, I have a route document linked in the video description, and it goes over everything you need to do. I don't think it's like super hard to get into this route. And basically, if you can do power up incrementation, the rest of it is not that tricky. The final jump at the end to like let the 1-up hit you is a little bit tricky. It takes a bit of practice, but honestly, it's not nearly as bad as it's not nearly as hard as the power up incrementation, and power up incrementation is not hard in the first place. So just have to dupe a block really, and then get into a pixel perfect spot on the brown platform. Anyway, I think this is really cool. Works on any platforms. Those of you with a SNES Classic at home, you can do this, or if you have a Nintendo Online subscription on your Switch, you can do this. Whatever, you just need 2 controllers. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.